Is Oracle's massive AI data center debt going to kill the company? It could happen. Let's talk about it. So welcome to the Cloud Computing Insider. If you're new, my name is Dave Linthicum, a cloud and AI SME, best-selling author, speaker, tech influencer, and experienced technical executive. Let's get going. So banks are reportedly trying to place around $56 billion USD of project financing tied to Oracle's AI data center push, which is translation. This isn't just capex, it's leveraged, high stakes bet that the customers will show up as fast as they pay up. And this according to article in Morningstar, which is going to be linked in the description. And quote from Morningstar: hammered by the general software sell-off and AI debt concerns, shares of Oracle have shed 25% over 8 trading sessions, which is, obviously a lot of people holding the stock are going to a little panic over that. Oracle issued $25 billion of corporate bonds on Monday as part of its 2026 financing plan. And as the technology sell-off deepens, Oracle stock has been hit by a double whammy of generalized software concerns and jitters around the company's own artificial intelligence spending. So what's going on with Oracle is what's going on with a lot of the companies out there that are investing in infrastructure, and they would call it AI infrastructure. So they're investing in data centers and they're building lots of data centers. That's where the spending is going on right now. It's crazy, the number of data centers that are planned to be built. And I live in Northern Virginia. They're all around here already. I don't know where we're going to be in a couple of years, but I suspect it's just going to be, one ugly big building after another, with power bills going up and things like that. But the bet is, and that Oracle's making in a big way, is what a lot of high-tech companies are making. They think AI is going to be a huge deal, probably bigger than it actually is, and are investing ahead of the demand. So when the demand shows up, in other words, corporate America says, hey, we need this AI stuff, we want to get this stuff up and running, then Oracle's ready for cloud-based servers and managed services, things like that, to provide that capacity, and therefore they're going to win the game. And obviously Amazon's doing a version of this, Microsoft is doing a version of this, Google's doing a version of this, OpenAI is doing a version of this. And you see the mega, T2T deals, tech-to-tech deals that occurred, over the last 6 months. This is an example of that. And so Oracle's kind of no different. The problem is there has to be a demand that shows up once you build this infrastructure, else you're holding a lot of debt. You have to service the debt. I mean, pay the payments and interest fees, things like that. And if there's no demand to use the asset, in this case, capex, then that bet's going to fall away. And that's what everybody's afraid of right now. So data centers are a brutal business when you get timing wrong. The bills hit every day, but demand shows up in its own schedule. If enterprise AI consumption ramps slower than expected, the steel and concrete build out that Oracle is trying to pull off right now, and the financing and the debt they're incurring to make it happen, they're going to end up in a bad situation, perhaps even, take the company down or take the company out. And it's that kind of that's the risk that's going into this now. So I would be very concerned. We're an executive at Oracle, we're holding a bunch of Oracle stock, which a lot of people out there are, that this bet won't pay off. Now, obviously, if it does, they're good. And who knows? I don't have a crystal ball, but I can look at really kind of some of the consumption patterns early in the market, working with a lot of enterprise companies out there. And my thinking is, what a lot of people's thinking is that I think many of these high-tech companies, inclusive of Oracle, are getting way out over their skis in terms of building this infrastructure. And I think we're going to end up in 5 years looking back at 2026 as the year everybody made huge bets in building out AI infrastructures and huge amounts of data centers, and they're just not going to be utilized what people think. Obviously, people are like, well, as soon as we get this data center online, it's going to be at capacity. The cloud providers are capacity constrained. That's why they're, slow to make their numbers, things like that. That's not really happening. There is a demand for AI. There's obviously, and people are consuming AI via the high-tech players, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Oracle as well. but we're not seeing the inflection that everybody thought we were going to be seeing. And the reason is I talked about this on this channel before, enterprises consume technology and spend money on technology at their own pace. And so it's not going to be the pace of the hype. So even though the hype may be, at a solid 10, they're going to be moving at a 3 or a 4. And I understand this impedance mismatch, and I understand, they may be missing some opportunities and using AI as a force multiplier. I get it. But the reality is the majority of enterprises out there only have a big certain pile of money that they can spend on this technology. They're going to spend it in ways they're going to be comfortable for them. They need to onboard some talent. They need to onboard some technology. And also, and many of them are finding they need to change their data. Their data is in such horrible shape that they're not going to be able to use AI effectively. And so they're going to have to go through a 3 to 5 year data redemption, so to speak, and to make hygienic data, single source of truth, all that kind of stuff. So this AI stuff will even have an opportunity to succeed. And those barriers are still going to be there. So I think that the uptake in use of AI by many of these enterprises is nowhere near what these tech companies think it's going to be. And I guess they have to touch the stove and find out themselves. And we've seen this happen many times before. This is going to be another instance of that, but this is going to be an instance of that times 100. So Oracle borrowing $56 billion for AI data centers is a go big or go broke, trade, because of the debt check starts ticking on day one. So as soon as they acquire the debt, they have to pay interest on it. They have to service the debt. And if not seeing money that's coming back into the company for this debt, then obviously that's going to be a large loss. And debt evidently is going to exaggerate, any kind of loss. Now, if you're taking your money that's in your bank and spending it on a data center, not as bad because you're converting one asset to another. But if you're taking on debt, you're going to have to service the debt. And I think that's where the risk comes in. And so if AI doesn't show up, the demand doesn't show up, they're going to be incredibly damaged by this. And by the way, it's not just Oracle, it's all the other tech providers that are, getting way above their skis. In some cases, they're not taking debt. Sometimes they are. Publicly traded companies are using their own money. And we're going to see, I think, many of those bets not pay off. And many of these companies going to be damaged, including people who hold the stock. So, 401ks go down. The market goes down when there's some sort of a weakness that's spotted here. And then you look at the origin of the weakness. Is the fact of the matter is that these companies overhyped the AI marketplace, and they overbuilt to a demand that never showed up. And then you got a problem. So enterprise AI demand doesn't scale on hype. It scales on procurement, security, reviews, and migration. So supply can outrun consumption for a long time. I think everybody's looking at this to be a 2 to 3, maybe 4 year, kind of a inflection that goes on in the AI space. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be 10 years, maybe 15 years, could be 20 years before the enterprises are able to scale up to the degree that everybody thinks they should be able to scale up, because they move a lot slower. And there's an analog for that. We saw the consumption of the growth of the cloud, 15 years ago, follow the same patterns. Everybody was over predicting and overhyping the cloud. That consumption demand never showed up. That demand never showed up for the cloud, public cloud products out there. And it grew at its own pace. It grew well. And cloud computing is very strong space right now. It's not the only space, and they have their own issues. But the reality is things go a lot slower than I think many of the high-tech companies think. And I think they're playing a game that's going to be a pretty dangerous game if they're going to borrow more money than they're able to utilize for profitability coming back to the business. So if utilization comes in light, Oracle doesn't get a mulligan. Power, staffing, depreciation, and interest, still hit every month, like a meteor. Metronome would be another analogy. So ultimately, that this is going to be something that's going to be fairly death of a thousand cuts, could even be a death spiral. So in other words, if they have all this debt, they're able to put the money back into the company to service the debt, and they're not getting profitability that comes back from it. And certainly if their stock is taking a hit where they're not able to take, money from the public marketplace, they're going to be in trouble. And I've seen companies do this, but I've worked at companies like this before. Ultimately, you're making big bets. The bets don't work out. You don't have a plan B. and everything just kind of goes to hell in a very short period of time. And so that could be the case here. Now, the opposite case could be made. I think Oracle probably would make it that, yeah, the demand's going to be there. Dave, we see it coming. No way it's not going to be there. And we're going to, quadruple, 10 times our bet on the debt that we're taking on right now. So it's a smart thing to do. Well, that may be the case, and I hope Oracle is going to be successful. But I think right now it doesn't look good. And I think that if I was putting my money into a particular technology space, I would not be overbuilding the AI infrastructure right now. I would be innovating in the space and creating innovative differentiators that really are going to take the market to the next level. I think this obsession with buying and building in data centers for this AI capacity that's supposed to come in the future is pretty dangerous. So what happens if they do end up with excess capacity and they don't see demand? Well, the fastest way to fill empty capacity is going to be price cuts. And once you start discounting cloud, you don't magically re-expand margins later. So if the demand doesn't show up, the people with the lowest prices are the ones that are going to get the utilization. But if you're lowering your prices, you're not going to see the margins. In fact, in many cases, you're going to take a loss on that. And I do see a lot of these companies in a few years, when the demand for AI is not there, that are going to end up trying to discount in such a way where they're going to see kind of a death spiral of the business. In other words, they're not making money. The money has to go into funding the utilization of their systems and even funding some of the enterprises that are buying capacity. So you're losing, $2 for every dollar that's coming in, that kind of stuff. And that's going to send you in a death spiral pretty quick. You start running out of money, hemorrhaging money, and that's typically the precursor of many of these companies going bankrupt. Or just not bankrupt, by the way. They get in a weakened position and they end up having to sell, but they sell at a fraction of the value that they had when they started, making debt moves, which is what's going on right now. So this isn't just Oracle. Data center lending has been exploding. Estimate in 2025 has been about $170 billion. So Oracle's a part of that. But the other debt is being incurred by other technology companies that are making big bets in AI and mostly building out infrastructure, building out data centers. So they're buying buildings, buying lands, go through the permitting process. They're very expensive, things to do. So a lot of the players are piled up into the same trade. And I do think that I'm picking on Oracle here a little bit just because their stock went down last week. And I can talk about that as an instance or an example. But there's many other companies that are in the same space as well. And they're calling me every week, and their concern is that we're not seeing the inflection in the market that we thought we would be seeing in 2026 by now. And the reality is, yeah, I told you, 3 years ago, you're not going to see that kind of growth in the space because the enterprises are going to go, at their own pace, at the budgets that they have. There is going to be growth in utilization of AI. Make no qualms about that. And we're going to see the professional service companies doing well, at least initially, and the tech companies doing well, at least initially. And we're seeing some of the upticks in the cloud computing companies right now. And I think AI is going to be a part of that. But we're not going to see this huge explosion that everybody's calling for. If you look at what's being built out right now, they're building for a demand that I don't think is going to show up for 20 years. And so that being the case, you're going to be holding on to a data center that's going to be producing no revenue. And that's not a good place to be. That's a capex asset that is going to be very difficult to be liquid. So in other words, if the demand for AI and for compute, is down in 5 years and you get in trouble, you have this data center asset, no one wants to buy it, you're in trouble. And I think many of these data centers are going to end up turning into skating rinks. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my other videos on this channel. Also, check out my InfoWorld Cloud Computing blog, 100+ LinkedIn learning courses, and of course, my generative AI architecture course out on GoCloudCareers. And finally, my latest books, Unlocking the Power of Cloud and An Insider's Guide to Cloud Computing. So until next week, stay very, very safe. The magical YouTube algorithm thinks this is another one of my videos that you should watch now. Take care, guys.